Hi, I'm Ryan LaPlante.
And I'm Tyler Hewitt.
And we are the crazy people who created both Garbage Town the Movie Podcast and Dum Dums and Dragons. And we are super excited to announce that we're starting a podcast production company called Garbage Productions.
So if you head over to patreon.com/Garbage Productions, you can actually subscribe for as little as $1 and you can get some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, you can actually help support the show and help us get made. For $1 a month, you get advance notice on all the upcoming movies on Garbage Town so you can suffer through them yourself. You get advance notice on guests coming up on DD&D so you have an idea of where that's headed, and you have access to our community and comments. For additional money, you get even more input, even more say, and you're even more a part of the shows.
We definitely want to hear from you, so go over there, check it out, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
Yeah, patreon.com/Garbage Productions. Become a garbage person with us. Welcome back to Dum Dums and Dragons, where improvisers who've never role-played before journey into the world of Dungeons and Dragons. I am the Grand Wizard Bukaki, your host. Previously, our heroes joined forces with the druid Yacob Goodbark. Alyn successfully negotiated with a psychotic banshee. Our heroes almost died collecting a necklace, and now they've been ambushed by a green dragon? There is no way they're getting out of this one alive. But maybe I'm wrong. Find out next on Dum Dums and Dragons. You just keep sneak
I'm going to
attacking.
turn this thing into a pincushion.
Pop out, shoot it, pop down. Just keep going back and forth. Alyn, witch bolt, or if you get something nastier, go with that. We're going to go in close and just hit it with stuff. Goblin Jr., please don't die.
I've got a whole perimeter of buildings from the looks of it to kind of dart in and out of.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to go for.
So we'll bring it down. I would say if we want to just decide arbitrarily that we'll say Alyn is in the south, we'll try to bring it down in the north, like opposite side of the fountain from Alyn.
Okay, so after some quick planning, you take up positions that you all think will be strategically beneficial throughout the marketplace. Quinny ducks into some of the broken buildings and begins sort of like setting up a perimeter of buildings he can duck between, sort of the waist-high wall of the video game world, just gonna Gears of War your way around. Yacob and Butthole, wanting to draw the dragon's attention, have taken up positions near the central fountain to try and draw it out into the open and possibly knock it from the skies. Meanwhile, Alyn has hidden in the south end of the market in a bunch of dilapidated stalls to try and use them as cover and to stay out of the dragon's attention.
And I do like a two-part fart, which is like brr, brr, and Goblin Jr. goes, snarf, snarf, and runs over to cover Alyn inside the stall. Because knowing this green dragon uses poison, that doesn't seem like a great idea to throw a wolf at it.
The dragon lets out a mighty roar and begins a sort of a sweeping dive bomb at the two of you guys. You see this lithe green dragon swooping down from the sky. It seems to be going straight for Yacob and Butthole. Quinny, what do you do?
Perfect. I'm going to loose an arrow at it.
Great.
A 20.
A 20?
Just a 20 total.
Just a 20. You manage to strike it. The dragon is so intent and focused that it's not looking to dodge.
Okay, so that was actually, fortunately, 6 on my D6.
Great.
And as my bonus, I'm going to try and hide amongst the building and just try and get out of a line of sight for this fella. Oh, natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, you disappear. You hear the dragon kind of hiss, but it shrugs off the arrow and continues to swoop down. Butthole, green dragon's incoming.
I raised my warhammer over my head and I just yelled, "Blue flame!" and I fart really loudly, and the fart swoops out of my butt and up over my head, and a spark glints off my warhammer, and it lights the fart into a sacred blue flame that flies at the dragon.
Great.
The dragon has to pass a dex save, difficulty 14.
The blue flame strikes it squarely.
Yeah, finally.
Is that a first time?
That is a first time.
Congratulations.
Ever landed anything. And it takes 4 radiant damage.
4 radiant damage.
Radiant damage.
Oh, yeah, this is
All
the
right.
flame of a goddess. And I am overjoyed that it hit something. Because as far as I knew, these fart attacks, like blue flame, seem to be ceremonial or like performative.
You can see the dragon, it's sort of like as it roars in rage and radiant pissed offliness. You can see that there's a sort of things starting to bubble around its mouth. It's starting to foam with green.
Nice. And for my move, I'm actually going to stay where I am, but I'm just going to be ready to like roll the hell out of the way if Yacob doesn't bring it down, because I don't want to just like stand there like an idiot as a dragon lands on me.
Great, sounds good. Yacob.
Oh, I also yell at the dragon. Even a goblin could dodge that.
So it turns out I read it wrong. It doesn't paralyze, but it pushes 10 feet. It's supposed to be away from me, but I'm going to try and cast it above and push it down to the ground if I can.
Okay.
So it's a con save.
Great.
So if it's a helicopter, you might fuck him up anyways if you just push him back. Like his wings won't work. Yeah, impale it on the statue.
I'm going to give him advantage since you're trying to like bend cast it. But
Sorry, what are you casting again?
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave.
A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you.
2d8, nice.
On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
You throw up a giant sort of like wave of thunder. You see the dragon kind of like certainly get hit and fight its way through, but it manages to pierce through it. Successfully saved, but will definitely take half damage. So roll a 2d8 and then we'll cut it in half.
8.
Good start.
And 16.
Nice.
So
Much more than that.
Damn.
This dragon is bad at dodging magic.
I don't know why, but I'm rolling weirdly well today.
I yell over at Alyn. I think you're going to hit him.
The dragon is sort of like got a wave of crackling, thunderous energy on it. It's got some blue flame still rolling off its face. It opens its mighty mouth and just spits acid down, rains acid down upon the two of you.
Man, I'm gonna dodge the fuck out of the way on that one.
So I need both of you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
17 total.
17.
8 total. I'm pretty sure I'm safe.
Okay. So a giant cloud of poisonous, noxious fumes rolls down over you. Yacob, you've long have the druids prepared you for such horrible features. So you steel yourself as best you can, but even then. You feel yourself just like, breathing in noxious fumes. You're going to take 21 points of damage.
I'm dead.
Does it drop you to 0?
Drops me past 0.
Okay, so that just brings you to unconscious.
Cool.
Our buddy over here, though, you've never encountered such a horrible stench. It's such an affront to Moonhammer that you take the full damage from the breath, and thus take 42 points of damage.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
I think I'm fucked.
Now, the thing with 5th is you don't die if you take like twice your health. Or in 4th you would. In 5th it drops you to 0. So you're unconscious.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Death saving throws, unless someone can get you up.
Yeah, we've got to make three saving throws.
3
right?
saving throws. Cool. Alyn.
Cool.
Okay, I'm seeing, Butthole and Yacob down, but we got to deal with this fucking dragon. So I'm casting Witch Bolt. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. I got you.
Well, to be fair, he did just take out both of our healers.
Roll to hit. 13.
13 will not hit.
Fucking hell.
Quinny.
I leave.
That's fair.
He's still
be
bearing,
intelligent.
Yeah. He's still bearing down.
So he's just swooped down and blown flame. He's probably like...
Let's get one healer back up on his feet, and hopefully he can take care of the other one. So I'll come out to help Butthole. Can I look over at Alyn and say,
Yes.
throw me the health potion?
And I do. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that.
I'll let this happen
And I-
concurrently.
and I
This seems
toss
fair.
it over.
Great.
Thank you. Can I apply it, or is that a next turn kind
Fuck
of thing?
it, sure.
All right. So
Both your healers are unconscious. I think.
okay.
Tom knows we're 2 actions away from the end of D&D podcast.
Well, I still have my bonus. I was going to be like, I run away again. I think I'm just going to run back out.
I was going to be excited if the first time I play it just leads to a TPK.
So I've revived, I guess, our friend Butthole here. I don't know how much health potions heal for, though.
So you get 2d4 plus 2.
So here's 1d4. That's a 4.
Nice.
And that's a 3 plus 2. So 9.
Butthole, with a tremendous gasp, your eyes burst open, and you're looking up at your friend Quinny, still glowing, but glowing with pride that he was able to bring his friend.
It's smug pride. I'm like, Butthole didn't bring you back. I did.
And
or I guess Moonhammer didn't bring you back. I did.
And I look at him and I say, Moonhammer sent you. And he stops glowing.
Fuck. As my final, I guess, bonus action, I do run away back to the.
I'm gonna retract that bonus action, given that you've.
That's fair. Yeah. I've accomplished a lot.
You've
today.
managed a lot. Today.
9 things.
It's been a big
that's
day.
fine.
You should probably take a break. Have a nap. All right, Butthole. You suddenly awake to a world of noxious fumes and sadness.
Holy shit. All right. I am going to reach down and grab Yacob's shoulder, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds as a level 2 spell. So it heals 2d8 plus 10 health points. You get 18 health points back.
Nice.
And after having done that,
New plan.
I want to run behind a stall on the northern side, like away from Alyn.
Okay.
I'm strong and Quinny is small. Can I pick him up as I book it, or do I have to leave him in the open if I'm
roll
running?
me an athletics check.
That would be a grand total of 8.
Okay, so you grab him by the cape. The cape comes with you. Quinny does not.
And I say, I'll protect your cape! And I run behind the stall on the north side.
Okay, great.
Well, I'm just going to put myself in the best cover position
Sure.
from above.
Yacob, you awake?
Oh yeah, I'm immediately wild shaping because I need that extra 8 HP. So I'm wild shaping into a giant spider.
Awesome. You reach out and you grab his shoulder. You begin to heal him up, and then suddenly the shoulder gets furry beneath your hand. There's more arms burst, and you realize he's transmogrifying into.
Yeah, and then I yell, he's got this, and I grab Quinny's cape and run away.
Great.
Leave Quinny there.
That's fine.
From my position, I yell, hide under the spider!
Oh, I absolutely am hiding under the spider.
All right, so for my attack, I'm going to try and web its wings.
All right, awesome.
24.
Beautiful. That hits.
I yell over to the spider, if you keep doing that every turn, it won't be able to hurt us.
You wake up, and there's rage in your spidery heart as you transform, and you just you throw, as the dragon's flying away, you throw tons of webbing into its wings. It lets out a tremendous roar and comes crashing down and just demolishes this fucking building here
Nice.
in the northwest corner.
So the one beside the one I'm in.
So
And does this crash do any damage to it?
yes, it will take 5 points of damage.
Guys, I'm much better as a spider.
So the dragon is down. It is its turn. So it wheels around and snarls. It's going to attempt to break out of the webbing. It does not. Yes. So it will it'll start clawing its way across the ground, and it is going to rush at.
It ignores the giant spider and goes right after Quinny.
It goes for the spider, and it is going to lash out with its jaws and attempt to bite you. So it lashes out and bites you, and it will do 8 points of damage, and you are poisoned. So it means you have a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay.
But you can roll to shake it off in your turn.
Okay, cool.
And then with a claw, it's going to slash out at Quinny, who is standing conveniently close by.
I am.
Okay, it will strike you
Ouchie.
for 7 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
So what's your HP total right now, Quinny?
12
Don't you mean, hey, Quinny, are you healthy looking right now?
I mean, yeah, but I want to know the number.
If I were to rate myself out of 15,
Hey, Quinny.
I would say
Do you need critical healing, or are you okay right now?
I'm at 5.
Fuck.
Alyn.
All right, I'm just gonna run up to this motherfucking dragon.
What?
What?
No, I mean, go for it.
Just wait a second, and I'm going to
I'm
throw
waiting.
a poison spray,
All right.
right at his fucking face.
At the
Yes,
poison
genius.
dragon?
Spray poison at the poison dragon. This can never go wrong.
Well, he can still get poisoned by my poison.
Well, we'll find out.
Can he?
Find out.
That means no.
He's looking through a book. He doesn't know. No one's ever thought to poison the poison dragon.
Oh god, if it heals it, we're all gonna die.
You can actually cast that from distance, is what I want to look up. So you don't need to run up to him. You can throw
Oh,
it
okay.
at him from your stall.
All right.
Both parts of this plan are genius.
You were a very generous DM, sir.
What can I say? Man of the people.
All right, so I'm gonna cast poison spray from inside my stall.
So, Alyn, you rush forward just to get close enough. You're ducking in behind the fountain to make sure you're not directly open. You let loose a poisonous spray from your outstretched hand. You strike the dragon squarely as it attempts to continue to bite and slash at Quinny and Yacob. However, you notice that the poison just sort of like sinks in like a nice smooth moisturizer on the dragon, and it laughs in a vicious dragony voice.
right.
Well, now we know.
Quinny,
Well, oh, wait, bonus action.
bonus action. Yep,
I'm using Misty Step.
wise.
What is Misty Step?
So Misty Step, I basically, in a swirl of silvery mist, I disappear and reappear 30 feet away. So I'm going on the other side of the fountain, away from the dragon now.
Great.
You're night crawlering.
Yeah,
Yep.
basically.
All right.
Great. Top of the round, Quinny.
I'm at 5 health, but I want to try and move into a position that would give me advantage if
You're tiny. You can.
Yeah, I can move through larger creature spaces.
Okay, great. So you're gonna like duck and swerve down under the dragon, come up behind it.
Yeah.
Great.
So I would roll with advantage.
Yes, you would.
Perfect. for 23.
That'll hit.
This is what I've been waiting for. Is I've been upgraded my sneak attack. Instead of rolling 2d6, I'm rolling 3 now.
Nice.
Pretty nice. 14 damage.
14 damage. Dragon screams in rage and pain.
As my bonus, I'm going to attempt to hide on this guy again.
Okay.
13 is that? Or 23 rather?
23?
I think that is.
Yep, you're able to sort of like pop up and over the side of the fountain.
Okay, perfect.
Butthole.
Now, how fucked up is this dragon looking?
Yeah, he looked pretty healthy. He looks gently moisturized.
So I am behind the dragon right now because it's facing Yacob in the fountain. Okay, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm still hurting. Like, that potion took me back. So that's 3. So I feel 12 more points of damage for myself. And I am just going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to prep an action, which is if the dragon comes at the stall I'm in, I'm just running 30 feet behind another stall immediately. Like, I'm just bailing the fuck out. Or if it shoots a cloud, I'm just going to run before that shit happens. Like,
Sure. Yacob.
So I'm going to roll to save poison, and I'm also going to roll to see if I can recharge my web, which
Great.
is 5 or 6. All right. Yes,
Nice.
5 and 15.
So you shake off the poison and you manage to recharge your web.
All right,
Sweet.
so-
you feel full of webs.
I am going to attempt to web its head to the ground.
Nice.
Because if we can do that, then we can just fucking run around.
Yeah.
and-
hit it in the butthole.
yeah, exactly. Just
just-
really make its butthole pay.
Hit it right in the me.
17?
Unfortunately, you do not manage to web it down.
Is this worth it?
It brings us to the dragon. So
Oh, I'm dead, guys. It's been fun.
We'll see. We'll see. I still got more healing spells.
the dragon's going to, it's just been sprayed in the side of the face with webbing, and although it didn't web him to the ground, it's realizing that the lack of mobility is a real problem for him. So he's going to turn around and attack the web on his back, and he will successfully chomp through it.
shit.
But that's his action this turn. So then he's like chomps through and he's like loosening his wings. Then he turns back to glare at the spider.
Hey, you're still alive. I take out 2 small pom-poms and cheer for the spider, but silently, so the dragon doesn't notice me.
I think I gotta fucking witch bolt this thing. I gotta try again.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. 12?
Fortunately, you will not hit.
Fuck.
Do you have magic missile?
Yeah, but
that-
magic missile, it's also a range attack. Like, I have to
No,
roll
but
for that.
that
too.
shit hits automatically.
Oh, it does?
Remember, that's what we've done all the other times.
Fuck. I forgot
Man,
about that.
Alyn
Can
is-
I do have a reach?
Top of the round, Quinny.
It's time to be daring.
Oh no, he's gonna die.
Let's get dangerous.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're all going to die.
I'm climbing on top of this dragon.
Oh, fuck, I was going to do that.
Let's both do
Yeah,
it.
I might follow you up there.
He's gonna put pitons in so you can climb the dragon
All
more
right.
easily.
I don't know, I can adhere
Give
to
me an
any.
acrobatics
Oh,
check.
nice.
11.
Yep. All right. You're climbing up on that dragon's back. What are you planning on doing?
I'm going to ready an action.
Okay.
I'm going to have my short sword ready to go. If this dragon opens its fucking mouth for A, biting, or B, breath, I am going to kind of try and pin its mouth shut by stabbing it through the beak.
All right. Butthole.
I'm hoping it's alligator physics where, like, it's really easy to close an alligator's mouth.
You have pom-poms squarely in hand.
Yep. No, I put those away when I saw Quinny start to climb it because I was like, no time for jokes. So I'm gonna run out of my stall and I'm gonna run right up to the dragon, like where its butt is. How long is the dragon's tail?
Tom's looking at him like, come on, man.
No, I want to know where I'm
I don't
going.
fucking know.
It's a
Jesus. I don't know. It's 8 feet.
Okay, great. I'm gonna run up to its butthole anyways. I'm gonna run up to where it is, where like that, or to go for one of the hind legs or something. I'll go for the left hind leg,
Sure.
that region. But I'm hitting towards the body, so I'm not just like, man, shave his toenails. I'm going to swing and I'm gonna try to fuck that leg up. But I have a new spell from my level 3 upgrade, and it's casting as a bonus action, so I don't even have to spend anything. So I fart and it comes out of my butt and it swirls around me in a circle and it moves forward and it coalesces into a glowing hammer, like a glowing giant hammer. And both this glowing hammer and I both take a swing at this leg. So I get it as a bonus basically every turn now for
All right.
a minute.
Cool.
So I guess I get however many rounds that is. Tom, you're
Every round is 6 seconds.
Yeah,
perfect. So I
he'll
get
let you know.
10 rounds of hammer. So we're both going to take a swing at the side of this dragon. I'm going single-handed. I'm keeping the shield up because this motherfucker hits every direction. So I'll roll for me first. 9. Take a wild guess. No. Magical hammer. 12.
No dice.
All right, so that was fun. Guys, I'm looking forward to dying back behind this leg.
Both hammers swing. The dragon's 8 foot specifically, not an inch more or less. Tail is also swinging back and forth, though, so as you kind of duck and dodge it, unfortunately, your hammer swings miss. Yacob.
I'm going to try and follow Queenie and skitter onto its back with my move.
Okay, I'm going to give that to you for free because the spiders have like all sorts of crazy like wall climbing.
Yeah, I have. I can adhere to difficult terrain.
Yep.
So
I think a dragon counts.
I'm assuming a dragon is difficult terrain.
So I'm going to let the dragon take a passing snap at you.
Yeah.
He barely misses.
Nice. And once I'm on there, I am going to try and bite the shit out of him.
Do it up.
He also aims for the butthole.
11 to AC.
Will unfortunately not hit. Dragon has 2 people on its back now.
Well, one
half
person and one
and
spider.
a giant spider.
So it's the equivalent
To
of
be
3
precise.
people, but it's distributed really weirdly.
I think that's the remake of 3 Men and a Baby they're doing.
Cool. So the dragon's going to try and take off, but it's got a bunch of extra weight on it. So it's going to have to roll to try and throw.
Oh, Sorry, I saw that.
Yeah, it comes up 20. So here's what I need both of you to do. Both of you roll me, please, you can do one of 2 things. You can roll me a dexterity if you want to try and like leap off it as it takes off, or you can try and roll me a con if you want to stay on it with force of will. Strength or con? One of the 2.
I do want to stay on, but Dex is my jam. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and gracefully leap off of it. 14.
11 con.
Oh, you've got spider stickiness.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to let you stay on because that makes sense.
Oh, fucking sweet.
Follow-up question.
Quinny,
No, I was just going to say, with it flying away, do I get an attack of opportunity because it didn't disengage?
yes.
Sick.
Quinny, you're going to take 2 points of damage as you're thrown from the dragon's back.
Down to 3.
Yep, go ahead, Butthole.
Nice. Does my spectral hammer also get an attack of
Yeah,
opportunity?
it's basically
It's basically an extension of
Yeah,
my will, is
so
how it
yes,
functions.
yeah.
Cool. So me, 15,
no dice.
and hammer. That would be
That'll hit.
24. The hammer does 11 damage from the spectral hammer.
You smack that hind leg as it begins to fly away. The dragon seems to be getting increasingly irritable and frustrated with what's going on, and you can see it
Those
start.
aren't words that I want to hear. I
say-
want to
Yeah.
hear bleeding. And
Four of us have almost died.
Forlorn.
The dragon's getting grumpy.
And you can see it's starting to foam a little bit at its jaws. Okay, so the dragon is now. I'm going to say it can't move its full flight speed because it's got a giant spider on its back. So
awesome.
it's about 20 feet in the air. Alyn,
This is where I'm going to fire some magic missiles.
magic missiles.
There we go.
All right. So because you're level 3, you can fire 3.
Actually, I can throw 5 now.
What?
Thank Christ.
So we hit with 3, 4, 2, 5, and 5.
19.
19.
oh, good math in there.
Thanks. I counted it with my fingers. I lean over to Quinny and I go, Alyn used the first 2 to learn.
She's done the most damage out of anyone so
I know.
far.
That's why I'm like, do you know what? Tested it for weaknesses. Already crushing it.
So the dragon roars in rage and tremendous fury. Quinny, you're up.
Hey, Alyn,
Hey.
can you Misty step me up there?
Sorry, I can only cast it on myself.
That's
Sorry,
all
dude.
right.
Hey,
Hold me like a baby and get us up there.
Bam.
Okay.
It's not Harry Potter rules, unfortunately.
20 feet in the air. I'm not gonna be able to get back up there. But 20 feet, I believe, is coming up on the outer effective range of my short bow, so I might as well fire off a shot now. Look, man, I'm a thief with sneak attacks, so I'm always gonna be asking, with a giant spider on its back, do I get advantage on this dragon?
Yeah, you guys are.
16.
I also love armor class. The arrow does not pierce
Well,
the dragon.
All right.
Butthole, you're up.
Can we just do a series where it's just me, like backup episodes, where it's just me and the dragon having adventures?
Quinny, you took your shot. Are you going to move or are you just going to stand and just a thought from a concerned friend?
I will move behind Butthole.
Oh, so you're expecting me to just stand here? So what I'm going to do...
I'll hide under one of the benches, actually.
Quinny, I know, is hurting. But we're looking at this fucking Constitution bullshit, so I don't want 2 of us standing together. I'm going to... I get a bonus action with my hammer that I can send 20 feet. So thank you for specifying the dragon is 20 feet away. I'm going to send the spectral hammer up to take another shot at the dragon. And I'm also going to... I yell, blue flame! And I'm going to blue flame at the dragon as well. Spectral hammer, 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
10 damage. And then I cast Blue Flame, so classic, fart out, Sparks Warhammer,
Yeah.
Blue Fire at Dragon, dex save of 14,
Okay.
including the spider. It can't fly full speed, so I bet it's not that maneuverable.
Yeah, all right. Doesn't help.
That's okay. Yet again, I'm like, hey, I hit with 1. This is a win. And I am going to book it away from Quinny because I don't want two of us getting hit with that.
I've hidden under one of the stone benches.
Oh, perfect. So he's hidden. So I'm going to dash back to that stall I was hiding in earlier and try to hide.
Yacob,
I'm just going to bite the shit out of it.
roll to attack.
Fuck. God, son of a bitch. Nope. 11 total.
Fail to strike it, but there's a tremendous amount of rage in your spidery eyes. So the dragon is now looks damaged.
Looks damaged.
Can I
like
move
that
to
adjective.
hinder its wings in any way?
Sure,
For
yeah,
my
you
move
could be
action?
punching with your little spider
Cool,
arms.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm just going to be having them skitter against its wings on the side.
He's making creepy sounds, too. He's like, it's like,
Well, it's
oh,
all,
shit, what's coming up the wall, says the dragon.
Right. So you start biting away at the dragon, punching away at its wings and such.
With little spider fists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
roll
mostly just irritating it, but that's all
Yeah.
I can do at this point.
All 8 of his spider legs end in small hands, and they're just punching.
So the dragon with tremendous fury inhales sharply,
Oh, fuck.
and then seeing the immediate danger your friends are in, you unleash a burst of web into its mouth.
Nice.
By swinging down in front of it, you blast some web in its mouth. It bites into, rips off one of your spider legs, and you just start biting at its eyes and its face. The two of you tangle. Dragon whips you up onto its back and begins to fly up further and further. And as you see, the spider is just attacking and assaulting the dragon as it flies up into the distance. And then all of a sudden, you see the dragon falter, begin to fall, and off in the distance, you see both dragon and spider drop into the woods,
How far away is this?
far away, like off in the
Oh,
horizon.
we're not getting there.
No. It's almost as if it's time for one of our guests to leave. So in the distance, you see both dragon and spider, kind of Gandalf and the Balrog, spinning in a death spiral off into the woods.
Quinny is like distraught by our losing our new friend, and sort of like his coping mechanism is like, there has to be silver lining here. I have to get some treasure now. Like the treasure is like more important now, because if this was all for fucking nothing, Quinny's not going to be able to hold it together.
I pause for a second, and I take a knee. I need to know something.
Nope.
Nice. Jacob's dead.
Did you pray on that?
I prayed on it.
Well, I don't fucking buy it.
He's dead. You don't need to buy it. That's just the truth.
In the interest of saving my own life, he rolled a 1, so we really don't know that.
No. That's how
It's
it works.
even and odd for
He
decisions
prays.
with him. Yeah.
He prays and he just knows. In the game, he doesn't roll the die. That's just me as the character,
Yeah.
like a player. But he's determined that Jacob's dead, and that we have. And Goblin Jr. sits down and gives like a mournful howl.
And I feel partly responsible with, moisturizing the dragon while we were trying to take it
Witch
down.
bolting
and-
the dragon.
Yeah, and so I just say, can we please just move on from this as
I'm
soon as
already walking
possible?
up the path to
All
keep
right,
holding
Quinny, I'm
my
coming with
insides
you.
on my inside.
Yep, and I'm gonna follow. Actually, I'm gonna follow and be like, hold up for a second.
Yeah.
And I put a hand on Quinny, and I
Quinny's like, no, like I like throw your hand off me. Like I'm like, no. I just like keep walking up the path.
Okay, so we're going to do a brief cutaway here. Meanwhile, miles and miles away, at yet another safe house, a bloodied, bedraggled druid crawls into the comfort of one of his many hidey holes.
Hooray!
And
Fuck
realizing,
your god.
realizing how
he
distraught,
says that to the cave.
no doubt his new friends must be at his supposed demise, summons one of the many animals that he's able to speak to, and composes a brief farewell to his new friends to be sent off to them. Take it away, Yacob.
Don't look for me. I don't want to get electrocuted again. The halfling was cool.
Fuck your god.
Fuck your god. Spider god forever. Web is everything.
I can't wait for a frog to croak this at us later, or whatever the creature may be.
It's going to be a bat.
Oh, sweet.
You loose the bat and begin to tend your wounds using your many healing spells that you did, in fact.
That I refuse to use to aid anyone else
Save for yourself.
because I knew this was coming.
And then you look lovingly at the newest trophy in your cave, the severed spider-bit dragon head.
Nice.
Cut back to, with a bit of a somber feel, you'll begin to head up towards the dragon's cottage.
I look at the two and I go, I'm feeling pretty okay. Do you guys want to like rest so you're not so beat up?
Man, Quinny's still like fucking torn up about losing Yacob. He's gonna keep walking up that path.
Okay.
He like comes back and like snatches his cloak back from you, whips it around. He's like, I'm breaking into this place.
All right, I'm just going to follow.
So
Okie dokie.
when you reach the tower, you find, interestingly, several giant spider corpses that were the former residents of the tower. It looks like the dragon killed them rather soon after ripping its way in. So, ironically, it was a giant spider it stole the place from, and it was a giant spider that took it back.
R.I.P. Yacob.
Yeah, Quinny's still looking at spider corpses and being like, fuck Yacob, goddamn, like you can't hold it together.
So the tower is a single room with a 40-foot high ceiling and a 5-foot wide staircase that circles the interior, rising to the now opened rooftop that allowed the dragon easy access. There's heavy wooden beams that cross the stairs. Perhaps more importantly for Quinny, sort of tucked away in the corner, there's an old wooden chest that holds the last of the dead wizard who inhabited the tower originally's treasure. So you find 800 silver pieces, 150 gold pieces, 4 silver goblets set with moonstones, which are worth 60 gold each, a scroll of Misty Step, and a scroll of Lightning Bolt.
I tell them the exact contents of the chest this time.
Beneath the coins, as you're sort of looting through, you also find an old, rusted dwarven axe. On the hilt, you can read the word Hugh.
Hugh, does that mean anything for us?
Not off the top of my head, but with this being an old castle and knowing we're going back to the Rockseeker brothers, maybe we might want to bring them this.
Yeah, all right. We got saddlebags to load up anyway with our mules. So
Yeah, we can go get our
Yeah.
mule
let's
from
get as much as we can. Can
from
we
Jacob's
carry the
house.
chest, just contents and all, out?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like,
All right.
let's
Yeah.
split it up when we're in town and safe instead
Yeah,
of...
deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
here in
or like
the
we
tower.
can split it up on the whatever. So I'll carry the chest because I think I'm the biggest of.
Oh, even better, one
of us.
person. Yeah, I'm fine
So I'm
with
like
that.
I can carry that. I'm sure.
So for driving the dragon away and for restoring Thunder Tree to a safe spot for anyone from the group that Yacob worked for, you each gain 666 XP.
Wow.
Ooh,
I gotta do some
666.
calculation.
Which should bring you to 1,566 if you're anyone but Butthole. If you are Butthole, it brings you to 1,567.
And what makes you level 4? Just
2,700.
Yes, 2,700.
nice. Do we find anything else as we search the rest of the dragon property?
So the dragon's tower is pretty much empty aside from those things.
Great.
So you take those with you, and I'm going to say you can take those pretty easily back, avoiding further blights, and by not going into any of the other buildings or avoiding the ash zombies. So you
All right.
take it back to Jacob's lair to load up the mule.
And then I look to the other two and I say, okay, 2 sort of awkward things. 1, we still have to go to the blacksmiths to get those tools.
Right.
2, Yacob had the necklace.
And Quinny at this is just too much and just starts breaking down crying. Like, can't even stand up anymore. Just sits on his butt and openly weeps.
And being a very emotional and in-touch person, Butthole also starts sobbing and sits down. And linked up almost psychically, Goblin Jr. sits down and just starts crying emphatically.
I just sit down and open up a book and start reading it. Because I don't know what to do. I'm very confused.
Yeah.
You hear a knock at the door.
All right. Sword drawn up against the doorway, ready for someone coming in to get stabbed. That's Quinny.
I'll gesture Alyn like into the corner
Yeah.
where you can see the door, but you're not going. Heft in the shield with Goblin Jr. right behind me, ready to lunge. I open the door.
Before you stands a man who's about 6 foot tall. He's wearing sort of a long black cloak, and he's wearing a large silver mask that sort of comes off into sharpened points. Almost looks like it looks like someone. It looks vaguely dragony to you. Looks like a dragony type thing.
Okay.
He says, "The dragon. Did you see the dragon? Is it gone?"
Is he still in the doorway or has he stepped in?
No, he's just at the door.
So,
Okay. Quinny is like
he's got three.
silent.
He's got
Yeah,
three
like,
similarly
I'll-
dressed guys
still ready.
behind him.
I'll handle the conversation. We'll see how it goes. I say it's flown off for now. I prayed upon the matter, and it's dead.
Dead? And he looks genuinely crestfallen. So it's true, the spider got to it.
Yep.
He looks, again, tremendously crestfallen. One of the other guys behind him is like, Favric, is it true? And he goes, yes, and it must be. I was afraid this would be the case. Well, we have nothing more to do here. Gather the supplies, we leave.
Follow-up question. Just to say, how many guys are out there? I thought it was just the one. Are there more?
There's one guy in the door, there's 3 guys behind him.
Who are you guys? And what's your relationship with the dragon?
So he looks kind of back over his shoulder, and it looks like he really doesn't want to fucking talk to you guys, but he's, realizes that he did just knock on your door and ask you some questions. So he says, my name is Favric. I'm a member of an order that was hoping to parlay with the dragon. We're not a secret order like those other fucks, though. We wear ours loud and proud. But we'd hoped to strike up an alliance with the dragon, but now that it's been run off, it seems our work has been in vain.
What do you need the alliance for?
We're a group that believes that dragons are much smarter and more important to the way this world works than most common folk believe. And we sought to seek out particularly such a young dragon's allegiance and wisdom early in its life, that we may build a better world. Can you, Butthole, roll me a perception check?
20 total.
You notice that hanging around his neck is a pendant that you remember from the days of your youth. It's very similar to one that your mother wore.
Oh shit. I go from pretty casual talking to these guys to like tensing up and being kind of uncomfortable. And I just say, when you say supplies, what are you guys rounding up?
Oh, nothing. It's unimportant now.
Did you guys go to the blacksmiths?
And they all sort of chuckle. They're like, what possible use could someone have for a burnt-out blacksmith shop?
I come out from my hiding spot at the door. I play up that I'm at 3 health, like I am visibly in really bad shape. And I kind of put on like a, my hand on my forehead, just like, oh, the dragon, the mighty, powerful dragon. I saw it. I did see it. Strong it was. And it left, but its treasures remain. Surely it will return.
And he kind of looks at you and he sees all the damage done to you and he says, did you fight the dragon?
No, goodness, I would never survive a fight with a dragon. This is only the result of being an innocent bystander.
If you journey to the dragon's castle, I say, stepping out after Quinny, you'll see the bodies of so many spiders it had slain. It was a battle for the ages.
After seeing such power, I too would be very interested in learning how to cooperate with that power to create a better world.
Well, if you ever would like to seek more knowledge, perhaps you could join our order. So, Quinny, he hands you a scroll with some instructions on it as to where you can seek out more information and perhaps talk to the some of the base level recruiters and acolytes of the cult of the dragon. Okay. And he kind of signals to the rest of his guys. Says, "Okay, well, if the horde of the dragon's still here, there is a chance that it shall return. We'll stay for a couple days more." And he gestures to 2 of them and says, "You two go check the tower. I'll return and tell our brothers what has occurred here."
I go from kind of awestruck at the dragon's power to indignant. Hey, come back here. I saw a dragon, and you know about dragons, and you know about... You're a representative of your group, and you hand me a pamphlet? I was almost killed.
I'm going to walk up to Quinny, and I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder as he's giving this rant, and I'm going to say, Quinny, their leader is going to exit and make his meeting. They're going to stay at the castle. We can talk with them in future once we've calmed down. It's been a very stressful day. Why don't we go inside? We can rest. We can figure out what we should do next.
All right.
So we'll circle back inside, and we'll shut the door, and we'll let them fuck off. I'm going to watch out the window to make sure they actually leave, though, because I don't know who the fuck
They do.
these guys
It
are.
seems like they really don't give 2 shits about you guys beyond just needing to confirm what they saw.
I turn back to Quinny, and I say, we should burn that letter.
I want to look over it first.
So it looks like it gives you some instructions. If you're in a town bigger, it'd have to be in a city, so something like Neverwinter. But of places you can ask around if you're looking to make contact with the Cult of the Dragon. You get the sense from them and your knowledge of criminal organizations that these guys, as a cult, who have a series of objectives of their own, not likely to be out and making a big deal of their presence, but you imagine that they're probably present in most of the major cities.
All right, if that's all I'm learning from the scroll, yeah, burn it if you want.
Great. I take it. Burn it.
As the flames curl up around it, the last thing you see stamped on the back is the same image that was on the pendant. It tweaks something in your memory.
Oh, yeah.
And it turns to ash.
Deeply, deeply uncomfortable with this whole thing moving forwards. I look to the other 2 and say, we can rest, we can go to the blacksmiths, we can go back. Unless you want to engage with the cult. I saw you were getting pretty heated there, Quinny, so I was figuring bring you back here. If we want to fight these guys or find out more, better to do it when we're doing 100% and there's 2 instead of 3 of them.
We know where this dragon went, like we saw the direction it flew off in. We can always give that to them for something.
True, and I'd rather trade with the 2 guys who are not in charge because they're way more likely to give us more information. So rest. Are we cool with that?
All right.
Yeah, let's sleep overnight.
Okay, so because the dragon's gone and you're in Yacob's lair, you're able to sleep unperturbed for the evening. The mule's a bit annoying, but that's okay.
We've loaded up the mule with the stuff we got from the tower already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that mule is such an ass. Perfect. Bad jokes. Okay, so we wake up, have breakfast. Goblin Jr. is all looking fine. His coat's all shiny. And I say, blacksmiths?
Yeah, blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
All right, so we leave our mule hidden inside the house. We're not leaving it outside where people could see. We lock the door or whatever. And then we'll head into town to try to find the blacksmith.
Okay, so it's pretty easy to find because there's a wide chimney sticking out of it. You can see there where the kiln would have been. So it's sort of a rotted old blacksmith shop. From outside, you can see that there are rotted piles of firewood jumbled outside the walls. It's a sagging building, but definitely looks like it would have been a smithy in its day. Inside, you can see 2 slumped-over ash zombies, as well as a variety of tools, tongs, bellows, hammers, a pair of iron anvils. Off to the side of one of them, you can see a rather fine set of tools that you think would be what you were looking for.
All right, I'm not glowing anymore. I can just try and sneak in there, get the tools, and boogie on out.
And I would say we'll gear up and like ready actions to cover you. So I'll watch one of them, and I'm gonna ready simultaneously me charging with Goblin Jr. and a spectral hammer. So the moment we see them move, I'm diving in on one, and then Alyn, you want to set anything up on the other one?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get ready to just to witch bolt them.
We'll send Quinny in to try to just boost the tools we need.
Groovy. You want to roll me a stealth check, sir?
Yes. And 7:15.
You manage to sneak in. You sort of tiptoe over the zombies. Mm-hmm. You grab the tools. They're heavy, but manageable.
Okay.
And I think what you probably do is, like, right before you leave, you, like, throw, like, you pick up a
distraction.
glass thing. Yeah, you throw shatters against the other wall. The zombies kind of turn towards that, and you just hop out the window.
Cool.
So now that we're back outside, I look at Quinny and I say, obviously we all took this Yacob thing pretty hard. Do we want to just, like, do a ceremony for him or something before we leave at his house?
What kind of ceremony?
Generic,
Does he worship
like-
the black spider?
Well,
Or
just
whatever.
black spider.
I
I don't
know that black spider.
I don't know his spider god, so I'd say we could just do a non-denominational ceremony, like just a remembrance thing. We could all say something about him. And
All right, yeah.
okay, so we'll travel back to his house, and I'd say we just make like generic shape, like it's like an 8-pointed star or whatever on the end of a stick, so it's not any specific religious symbol, and we stick that in the ground, and I've written Yacob on it. It doesn't look that great, but I tried. And then we all just stand around it, and I'm like, before we go, we should all say like one nice memory of Yacob.
Well, I just want to say that I'm really sorry that I witch bolted him. I feel like that's something I'll never forget, and I just hope that wherever he is, he can forgive me and find peace.
I didn't know him very well, but I got to know him through combat, and I could tell through combat that he was an honorable man and that he did good by us. And I put down 5 gold pieces.
Well, Yacob thought my god was stupid. But a lot of great things in life are stupid. Love is stupid. Caring is stupid. Self-sacrifice, if you think about it logically, is one of the most stupid things in the world. And he worshipped the spider god, and do you know what? Good for him. Because all faith is crazy. And it's dumb. And if there's one thing we can say about a man who turned himself into a spider to fight a dragon to save us all, he was one of the craziest, most stupid people I've ever met. Goodbye, Yacob. Hopefully you have a magical journey into the afterlife. The spider god will care for you. And if he, she, or it doesn't, Moonhammer will keep an eye out. And I take one of my light hammers, and I just sort of set it next to the symbol on the ground. And then Goblin Jr. takes a step forward. And he looks at the 8-pointed star, and he goes, snarf, snarf. Snarfy, snarf, snarf, snarf. Snarf, snarf. And then he bows to the symbol like I taught him to do. And then he comes back and joins the group.
All right.
Great. Did you want to explore anything else in the village?
Do you want to talk to these dragon guys? Or
I am so good to never talk to them again. Having seen what I've seen of this organization, they look like the worst.
That's weird. You're a big fellowship kind of guy. What's got you all heebie-jeebied on them?
Listen, I wouldn't just tell this to anybody, but we've had a rough journey. Seeing you put down money at the grave of a fallen friend, knowing how much money means to you. Alyn, just diving in there, making mistakes, living life. These are all the things that you need to do. The symbol that leader, silver pointy mask, I'm going to call him pointy mask because we never got a name, that he wore and that was on that scroll was a symbol used by my mother, who is one of the most vicious, evil, murderous aristocrats in the nation, if not the world. If we go near them, it will not end well.
Is she a Moonhammer acolyte?
She does not. No. She's a faithless woman. She believes in poisoning herself. She tried to kill me. My brother could be involved. I don't want to go anywhere near this.
Well, I guess we'll put a pin in that.
The only reason to get anywhere near my mother is to try to foil her plans, and that requires me going near my father, and I am, whoa, no, thank you.
Really? You, the guy who worships butt god, is the black sheep of the family?
Yes. My father is... What, is there like a Dungeons and Dragons equivalent of like a cardinal?
Just call him a cardinal. That works.
My father is a cardinal. He's
Father's a little red bird?
No, that like a high priest.
Oh.
Of the god of war, and he raised me to be just a violent murderer in the spirit of war. Sent me out with the armies, left me to die so my brother could take power. I had nothing to do with any of that. I lost all faith, and that's when I found Moonhammer.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Was on the battlefield one day, served with a mercenary company after I'd escaped the armies of the god of war. Moonhammer was an insult and a curse that we'd thrown around. Moonhammer, a way to refer to both a dick and a butt simultaneously. It was an ultimate insult. And we were wandering the battlefield, and we'd seen so many people die. And one of my comrades was injured. And I stood over him on the battlefield, and I broke, and I yelled, "By Moonhammer, you shall be healed!" And I slammed my hands down onto him, and he was healed. Brought back from death's door. And that's when I discovered the goddess Moonhammer. She hadn't existed before that day. And I've never found another aspirant, but I know Moonhammer to be real. And that's why I shall spread her worship, and worship her wherever I may be, as her only cleric. For now.
Do you look at Quinny when you say for now?
Oh, yeah. I look at both of you for now.
Quinny's immediately like trying not to make eye contact.
And I look at Goblin Jr., and Goblin Jr. just nods solemnly.
So your father is a high priest of Tempest, the god of war.
Yep. And we don't want to go anywhere near him because he put a curse on me when I was a child, and I have to do whatever he says.
What?
It's bad.
Well,
Like
that would have been handy to know. How do I know your dad's not... Never mind, I'm not going to... Look, yeah, we'll steer clear of your dad. I don't need you turning on us and going all...
Agreed.
Yes, master. Renfield on us.
Yeah, it'd be weird. I don't want to do that either.
Let's check out the rest of this town cautiously, see if there's anything else going on, and then...
Check it from outside the doors, right?
That kind of thing, yes.
By
Now that I'm not
Moonhammer.
glowing, I'm going to be a lot more stealthy.
Yeah, just to be clear, I wasn't just like pretending you were cursed.
Quinny's
after a
like,
certain
yeah.
point. It's going to be a long journey to you finding your faith. All right, let's go.
A dragon defeated, a touching funeral for a friend assumed dead, and more character backstory than any listener could possibly want. Will our heroes find more ash zombies in town? Will they get back to Sildar safely? Will Butthole's 4-minute monologue factor into the next episode at all? Listen on to find out. And if you like what you hear, you can follow us at DD&D Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. That's DD Podcast. You can also support the show and further our journey through our Patreon at patreon.com/garbageproductions or visit our website at garbageproductions.net. Not .com. Only a druid-possessed bat uses a .com. We are garbageproductions.net. But more important than all that, tune in next time for another episode of Dum Dums and Dragons!